Let's read a caselet, and then answer questions based on it. Let's look at the facts of the case. The CEO of Best Motors, a mid sized automobile company which makes tractors and small trucks, has just made a startling discovery. What is the CEO of a automobile company? Has just realized something. What is that? On a business visit to Pune, he came across a robotics firm that makes robots that can perform most of the functions that assembly workers perform. So, this is a robot that can do the work of assembly workers. Best Motors employs 250 people in assembly line functions, and he thinks that if he were to introduce robots in assembly line production, he would be able to save a lot of money replacing the workforce with robots. So he is the CEO of an automobile company. He has realized that there is a robot which can do the work of assembly line workers and can perform most of the functions of assembly workers. He employs 250 people. His company employs 250 people. And he thinks if I introduce robots, I can save a lot of money. All right. Even if the one time capital cost of inducting robots is large financial gains are guaranteed in the long term. So obviously, if you were to replace workers with robots, it would involve a huge investment. You have to buy the robots, you have to make it work. So that would involve a huge investment. But that is a one time investment whose financial gains are guaranteed in the long term. However, the company that makes these robots, Robotics International, is a small company and he has never heard of it. All right. He is unsure about the performance of these machines. He's not sure if these robots can really work as well as people, human beings, about their long term efficacy and the kind of glitches, problems that robots in production may incur. So he is unsure because this automation is not done before. So he's unsure of what are the problems he'll face, what kind of problems, whether they'll be effective, whether they'll have any problems. He's not sure of any of these. However, he's also heard that Best Motors' main rival, National Motors has inducted robots on a trial basis at their plant in Karnataka. These are the facts. He's realized that there are robots being made by a robotics company which would do the work of assembly line workers. He knows he has to make a one time investment, but the long term gain would be quite high. His main competitor has already inducted robots on a trial basis. He himself is not sure if these robots will really work, if they're going to be effective, what kind of problems he may face. He's not sure. Plus, he hasn't even heard of this company which makes the robots. These are the facts of the case. What should he do? That's the question. Rank the given choices in the sequence of steps the CEO should take. All right. So, if you were the CEO, think these are the things. What should I do? What's practical and logical? What is right? What is ethical? Think of that. Make a detailed cost benefit study of inducting robots at the expense of workers. He knows it would be a huge investment, but he knows that long term financial gains are there. That's just a vague idea. So it always makes sense when you're going in for a new technology. A detailed cost benefit analysis always makes sense before you do anything. What is the amount of money I spend? What are the benefits I get from it? And you need to balance one with the other. So one makes sense. So the options have 3, 4, and 5 steps. So let's look at which ones are sensible. Make alternative provisions of employments for the workers being replaced. That would be the ethical thing to do. Automation of industry. Some people say, no, automation creates jobs. Yeah, but the workers who are actually taken out, they can't do the job that, a computer does. So when you're replacing workers with robots, isn't it ethical that you compensate the workers, right, in some way? So make alternative provisions of employment, put them in some other job, do something so that the workers suddenly don't lose their job. That's the ethical thing to do. So second also makes sense. Induct the robots immediately since his rival has done so. You can't do that. That's not sensible. What works for the rival may not work for you, right? Induct the robots on a trial basis to check for their functionalities and potential glitches. He's not sure, right? He had lots of doubts and reservations, so he can do what his rival did. He can induct the robots on a trial basis and see, is it working, is it effective, what are the glitches. Then he can make the long term investment. So 4 also makes sense. Do not induct the robots as workers are likely to protest violently. Well, any change workers will protect. If it is for the benefit of the company, then he should. It just, you can't say workers will protest, so I will not induct robots. That again doesn't make sense. It is not practical. Therefore 1, 2 and 4 are right. Therefore option B is our answer.